Hello everyone, I'm Preetika. Now I'm going to give a brief explanation about prototyping model in software engineering. What is a prototype? Prototyping model is a software development model in which prototype is built, tested until the acceptable product is achieved. It works in various scenarios where the project requirements are not known. For example, before constructing a building, an architect needs to draw a plan of building and make a model of the building. And some software companies are also build software prototypes to explore an idea before creating the actual application. In the context of app development, a prototype can be early sample of an app which is not fully functional and contains a basic UI or even sketches. Prototyping is a process of developing a prototype and offers many advantages. First, it helps you to visualize your idea and better communicate your idea to your team members and users. Prototype is a sample or a plan or toy model used when customer is not clear about requirements. Not only this, all evolutionary models are come under this category only. Prototyping model is also called as throwaway model because you have prepared a model and if you're not okay with, you will throw it and prepare another model. Prototyping is an alternative in which partial working software is initially developed instead of developing the final product. IEEE defines prototyping as a type of development in which emphasis is placed on developing prototypes early in the development process to permit early feedback. As I mentioned before, prototype development is a toy implementation which provides a chance to the customer to give feedback for the final product. Prototype provides limited functionalities, low reliability as compared to the actual software. Steps involved in prototyping model are requirement gathering, quick design, build prototype, refinement, suggestion, customer evaluation, acceptance by customer, design, implementation, testing, maintenance. Let me explain it about one by one. Requirement gathering. Requirement gathering means gathering all the requirements from the customer or clients. Quick decision. Quick decision is also called as quick design. When finishing the gathering requirements from the customers, we will design based on the requirements in paper or computer and we'll build a prototype according to the design and we'll go to the customer evaluation. If the customer satisfied, it goes to the further steps. If it is not satisfied, it will go to the refinement suggestion. In refinement suggestions, it, current prototype you need to refine the product according to the customer's suggestions and feedbacks. After after completing this, the final product is deployed and it thoroughly tested and it goes to the quick decision. In quick decision, again it will go to the same process and it will again go to the build prototype and it will goes to the customer evaluation. If customer evaluation is satisfied, it goes to the design. It will design the actually product based on the requirements given by the clients and it will implement it and it will be the test and it will be run and it will be deployed maintenance. Prototyping model is well suited for the projects where requirements are difficult to understand and the customer is not confident in illustrating and clarifying the requirements. It fits best where the customer risks are related to the changing requirements of the projects. But this model requires exclusive involvement of the customer, which is not always possible. Sometimes bad decisions during prototype development may propagate to real product. In this prototyping model, there are four types: rapid throwaway prototyping, evolutionary prototyping, incremental prototyping, extreme prototyping. Let me explain it about one by one briefly. Rapid throwaway prototyping. In this method, a developed prototype need not necessarily be a part of ultimately accepted prototype. Customer feedback helps preventing unnecessary design faults, and the final product is developed by the better quality. Evolutionary prototyping. The prototype developed initially is incremental refined on the basis of customer feedback till it finally get accepted. When we compare it off with rapid throwaway prototyping model, developing a prototype from scratch for every iteration of the process can sometimes be very frustrating for developers. Incremental prototyping. This method is helpful to reduce feedback time between user and application developer team. Extreme prototyping is used for mostly used for web development. Next topic is about pros and cons of prototyping model. Pros of prototyping model. Increased user involvement in the product even before its implementation. Quicker user feedback is available, leading to the better solutions. Errors can be detected in initial stage only. It helps you to find the missing functionality in the system. And prototyping is also identifies complex or difficult functions, and it encourages the innovation and flexible designing. Prototyping is a straightforward model, so it is easy to understand. Cons of the prototyping model. Prototyping is a slow and time-taking process. Documentation is poor as the requirements change frequently because the requirements of the customer are changing. It is very difficult to to the software developers to accommodate all the changes demanded by the customer. And this is all about prototyping model. And thank you.